And to dig in further, attorneys for the state argued there was an urgent need today for that judge to issue an order that would stop the administration from bringing in hundreds of Guard members here to Illinois. Our investigative reporter Bennett Haeberle is digging into that lawsuit more closely tonight. Bennett?
Yeah, Alex, the Illinois Attorney General's office asking that federal judge this afternoon to quickly issue a couple of things: a temporary restraining order and a preliminary injunction to stop the flow of some National Guard members, as many as 400 from Texas, being deployed here. The judge, again, as Charlie mentioned, did not issue that order today. Instead, she set another hearing for later in this week. There was word today, of course, that the Texas National Guard members were hopping on a plane bound for Illinois this afternoon, though the attorneys for the Department of Defense have said they're not sure exactly where they're going to be deployed at this hour. In this October 4th letter, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth argues that the National Guard is needed here to protect ICE agents and federal buildings from, quote, violent demonstrations. The Illinois Attorney General writes that while there have been protests, they have not stopped immigration authorities from carrying out increased immigration arrests across Chicago and the surrounding areas. As we've seen, there's certainly been clashes between agents and protesters and several arrests, including 2 over the weekend of people the Department of Homeland Security says tried to ram federal agents in their vehicle. A woman in one of those vehicles was shot by agents. She appeared in court today. Now back to the civil lawsuit. The Illinois AG's office argues that the Trump administration's plan to use the troops really isn't about protecting buildings or agents, but it's part of a long-standing campaign against Chicago and sanctuary cities, pointing to past tweets of Trump as far back as 2013, where he is critical of the city. The AG also argues the Trump administration doesn't have the authority to call up the Guard, a right normally reserved for the governor of each respective state. Again, no ruling today by that judge that would stop the troops, no temporary pause button hit. She did encourage the Department of Defense attorneys to take another pause. Again, we'll be back in court on this issue on Thursday. Alex?